Right, I'm back. We lost the sound. I'll wait till everyone joins me again. Oh. Right, we're back. Right, can you hear me? Hi, Safe Zones. Hi, Aisha. Hi, Zoe. Right, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up, yeah? Brilliant. Right, I'm back again. Just lost the sound. But just to reiterate again, every Sunday, starting from today, 4 o'clock, we make noise to end knife crime. Now, all it's going to take is us going onto our doorstep, getting into our car, beeping, making noise, making so much noise. Now, the idea, like I said earlier, came originally from Crystalla around last year. We did attempt it for a good while, but we're back. Thanks to Zoe. Bless you, my darling. This year is about action. We're going to do things differently. We're going to work together for change. Now, the idea is, and the vision, we make so much noise. It's to demand that Boris calls an emergency cabinet meeting. Now, I've broken it down many times before that solutions to what's going on and law changes can happen at one of those meetings. Law can be changed in literally days. This is why we're demanding a Cobra. Now, as well as standing on our doorstep on a Sunday for 5 minutes, making so much noise. Now, I want people to share this, tell a friend to tell a friend. Enough is enough. We've had enough. We want action. This is action. And we don't have to, travel miles. We don't have to march for ages. We don't have to, we just come outside our door and we make as much noise as we can. And what we want people to do as well, please take clips of you making this noise. Please share this initiative. Please. Everyone needs to get involved in this. And it's worth a try. Massive shout out to Carl, who's just joined us. Shout out to Browning as well. Who else have we got? JSK Kieran. Zoe says, people need to realise also it's not just gang related anymore. It can affect anyone. Yeah, it can. Knife crime, it can affect anyone, anywhere, anytime. It can happen to anyone. And as for, people presuming that it's only, in, retaliation to gang things or... No, there's a lot happening. I have posted some videos up lately that, it's social media, in particular Snapchat. Now, I just want to big up everyone who has been promoting this, doing this on our doorstep. Please spread the word. Please get involved, everyone who hasn't already. It's about working together. Carl says, I talked about this issue last night in Carlton Leach's documentary, Final Say. Send me the link for that. I'll check that out. But yeah, we talk a lot about all of these issues on the lives. Due to me not feeling 100% all right today, I won't be going into depth in. I've got a load of stuff that I do need to cover with everyone. But I thought today I'm going to just come on, speak about what we're doing, which is making as much noise as possible on our doorsteps to end knife crime, to get Boris's attention. Shout out Lucy. Safe Zones are saying, where can we see documentary? Yeah, I want to know as well. Browning says, my son went out Friday night, got into a fight with 3 men. His friend was helping him. One of the men pulled out, oh my God, a machete, sliced his friend's, oh my God, Browning. That is, like, we're seeing that so much. Our kids shouldn't even... This is why we have to work together. We can't keep letting this carry on. There's people out there burying their heads in the sand. You know, people saying, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It could happen to any of us, not even just the youth, any of us. But our young people, we're sending them out to school. Go out with your friends. But what is in place to protect our children when things like that happen? That is all, oh my goodness. Shout out to Islington Healing Network. Big up to you and the amazing work that you do as well. Carl's saying the documentary is going to be on Amazon Prime in the next month. He says, me and my pal Paul Stansbury, whose brother was killed 5 years ago, and my friend dying in my arms from knife crime. Oh my goodness. Browning says, and I live in a small town. I moved him from Birmingham away from that. And this is what the other thing, like, it's happening. And I knew this easily 4 or 5 years ago. What we're seeing here, we're seeing all across the UK. Now, this is why we did a nationwide Your City Says No all them years ago. We actually got 53 cities and towns that came out on the same day, same time, same place, to march to say no to serious youth violence. Now, things are a lot worse. We didn't get any reaction from Boris or anyone. But I have faith that we can get his attention making noise on our doorstep. And what is the harm of trying? And this is what I've had to explain to a few people when I've, said, right, it's about showing unity, saying we've had enough. We don't have to go anywhere. We just make noise on our doorstep. Browning says, we have to come together to stop this. We have to. It's getting worse. Carl's saying, we're doing a talk in Birmingham on the 4th of March after an invite to the school. Peace and Love Movement says, this last week has been horrendous. And it's like, there's so many awful, devastating, heartbreaking things happening. And you can't even believe that they've gone on. And then we're seeing more. But unless something's in place to protect our children, to protect them from violence, protect them from harm. Browning says, my friend's son was stabbed 4 years ago in Coventry. His mum's done marches. It was on the news. The killers haven't even been caught, even though police have CCTV. And there's so much like devastation, trauma throughout our communities, what everyone's having to deal with, like all of it. It is too much. But the fact we are taking some action, like I said, I'm proud of each and every one of you. It's about working together. And all we're doing is making noise on our doorstep. So I'm praying that everybody gets on board. This is something we're just going to keep doing until we get attention from Boris. Our children's lives matter. This is all wrong. The whole setup, I speak about this a lot, that there's a street culture that's encouraging all of this. The music's backing it up. Just all of it, the big platforms, the advertising and promotion of selling knives. Like, we're up against a lot, right? But it doesn't mean we have to take that, because we don't. All right? So from 4 o'clock today, we'll be on our doorstep making as much noise as we can. All right? Carl's saying, keep up the good work and let's just keep getting the message out there. Yep. And that's what it's about as well. It's about getting the message out there, working together, right? Working in unity. A big up to all of you out there doing amazing work. Like, just, out there, trying to save lives. I've never understood why, the government keep ignoring what's going on. But at least if we do something that they can't ignore, they've got a duty to protect our children. Big up to you, Mandy. She says, thanks, darling. Get well soon. Yeah, I'm just going to be resting. After I've made noise today, I will be resting. I feel it's a very weird one. This, I can't even explain how it's horrible. But I'll be there today at my doorstep, 4 o'clock. And big up to everyone who's, determined to make change. So I was going to say again, if you have any clips, please tag us in them, please. You can tag us here, Let the Youth Live. Tag us also Peace and Love Movement. Please tag Zoe Cook, Miro's World, Crystalla. Please, so we can promote what it is that we're doing. This is something we're going to build on each week to get more and more attention. This needs attention. It's shocking how, some people just don't want to know or don't believe that it's happening or that it doesn't affect them. I'm praying that people step up, stand up before it is too late for them. Shout out to Rick Couriers and Construction as well. Thank you for joining us. Right, I'm going to lock off this live. All right, I just wanted to speak about what it was that we are attempting to do. I wanted to, shout all of you out, tell you how proud I am of you for pushing this initiative. All right, it's something that's necessary. I'm praying that this works. I have faith that it will, but it is going to take everybody doing that. But like I said, please, in the meantime, please, I'm begging you, find out who your local MP is and reiterate the same thing to them. It is a nationwide emergency, the death of our children. It's not acceptable, and we demand an emergency cabinet meeting. We're sick and tired of it. Now, your MPs can lobby the Boris, all right? So this is like a two-way. If I think of any other ways, we can do it as well. But so far, that's all, yeah. I'm thinking we go on our doorstep, we make as much noise as we can, we write directly to our MPs. And why I'd love you to write to your MPs as well, because you might be like me, right? And not get any response or reply from an MP. I'm still waiting from 4 months ago, but I will be going to Parliament to go and see them. So please check that out. Find out who it is, your local MP, if you don't already have a relationship with them or know who they are. Reiterate the same thing. We want an end to this. We want implemented solutions. We want laws changed, and now. We haven't got time for this to make its way all round Parliament inside. You know, it's years. We've been waiting years and nothing's happened. Browning saying, I'm dealing with racist police over here as well. They're not interested. Yeah. And that's what we're up against so much. We're just up against so much. Parents, carers, community, up against the police. It's shocking. Shout out to Black Education UK, big up to you. Right, I'm going to get Crystalla up on the live as well. Right, let me just take this. Yeah. Let me add you. But yes, it's about us working together. Hi, darling.
All right, I'm driving, so I'm just trying to, be a bit discreet and not get caught by the police.
Oh my God! Yeah, don't do that. Don't get it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Oh, I can, darling.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, to anyone that's lost someone who's been a victim to violence in the street, and anyone who's currently going through it, you know, like we are hearing your voice and we are trying to make change. And Sweetly, you know, she supports everyone's story and everyone's journey, and we're all coming together because it's a crisis.
It is. It is. That's exactly what it is. It's a crisis. And I can't live with myself not, you know what I mean, not trying at least something, because I can't take, like, communities can't take it, families, parents, mums, like, carers, it's too much. But
yes, as communities, we're always going to be the losers. Well, when is that going to change?
But it's about time it did change. This is what I'm saying, and we do have the power, but we have to, you know, stand up in that power.
Yeah, we do, and the only way we're going to do that is by coming together, you know, and actually acknowledging that all of us are in pain, all of us feel suppressed, all of us feel oppressed. You know, there's so many things that create this issue, from poverty to racism to abuse just in general, you know, to control, manipulation, all of these things. And it's just got to the point where it's like, enough's enough, mate. I'm working with kids every day. I can't save them. If I'm not getting them at 10 years old, I can't save them.
Yeah.
When is that okay? Why is it all right that social workers are turning a blind eye? Why is it all right that there's poor practices in services that are being paid a lot of money to look after these kids?
The whole
Why
thing
are
needs
parents
a
turning a
shake
blind
up.
eye?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we
whole,
do.
yeah, they all need retraining, a whole new shake up. And this is what, you know, we've got in mind going forward, but we have to show unity. So if we do manage to get everyone out, standing up on their doorstep, so we get Boris's attention, is proof that we can work together as a team to get a result, action. Because enough is enough. It's like how many years are we going to keep getting ignored?
For as long as they're making money and profiting of young people dying, mate, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it how it is, because it's just not right. It's just not right. It's not right that these weapons are coming into this country. I mean, how? On top of that, do you know what I mean? It's just like, I've got to the point where I'm just so baffled that parents are turning a blind eye on what's happening with their kids. Like, come on, guys, you lot had these kids. I understand not every parent's going to understand exploitation and what's really going on in the streets, but these are your children.
Yeah.
These are your kids. Like, come on. Like, and you know, and I'm not talking about the single parents that don't have any support, but you man them need to stand up. I'm not joking, you know. Stop leaving.
We need to see more men. You're right. Yeah, we do.
Like, come on. All of you lot, you want to go around making babies, but you don't want to look after your kids. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out. You're responsible for half of these issues. Stand up for your kids, man. Do you know what I mean? Stand up for your kids. If you don't get on with the mum, cool. I can't make you, bro. But real talk, that's your child.
This is the thing. It's about, just standing up. Say, you know, if we even more people speaking out about how they feel.
Exactly. And for the women that do have good baby dads or good partners, like, really value what you have, yeah? Like, everyone needs to stop taking the piss out of each other, because it's, you know, it's the kids that's getting affected. Like, come on, we're all adults, man. What the hell?
I know. But I'm hoping from today, because we're not stopping, we're just going to keep consistently doing this until we get a response. All right? So big up to everyone who's giving this a go, who's fully going to, you know, push this, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're not messing about. This is children's lives.
And the other thing, Sweet, and I've got to be honest, I've got to say it how it is. Half of these kids, they don't want the change, and that's the truth. So how do you get through to them when they're too far gone? How do we tackle that? How do we tackle a kid that is making fast money and has been involved in gang life for 8 years? They get to 17 years old. Do you think they're really going to want to change their life?
It's hard at that age, because you need to get to them earlier, don't you? And this is the whole, like, bigger issue, because they hadn't. And then, there's a lot. You know what I mean? There is a lot that needs sorting out. There's loads.
What's going on in the comments? Because I can't see.
Right. J2 Beats, big up to you. He says, people with power get afraid too, but they don't put the effort in. That's true. They don't put any.
Well, that is true. Everyone knows about the whistle blowing policy. If you go by that policy and you call out abuse, you know, you're subject to be reprimanded and lose your job.
That's what I mean. It's all back to front, isn't it? The whole setup. The system is not set up to help. It's actually, you know, it's set up to, you know, kill our kids, to be honest.
Well, it's set up to fail, because they're not learning life skills. You know, they're not learning how to maintain a property. They're not learning how to stay away from negative peers. You know, all of these life skills that you need to survive, they're not learning. Yeah,
it's true. Browning saying Boris doesn't care. now. He can't even get COVID right. Yep, we need him to organise the Cobra. That's literally all we need him to do. So that's the only thing we need. Yeah, so it's to get his attention and for him to organise, setting that meeting up. Peace and Love
Well,
Movement.
I'll tell you what he done. Apparently, he went on Sky, or there was on the news Sky where Boris Johnson said investing in child exploitation is a waste of money. So I think the best thing we can do is contact the BBC and ask them why they've aired that. How is that acceptable?
Yeah, that's fantastic to get onto that. Yeah, because he shouldn't be saying. You know what I mean?
You know, this is the person that we're trusting to give our kids safety and education, and he's saying it's a waste of money. Are you serious?
Exactly. I mean, really, he does need to go as well. But yeah, Peace and Love Movement. Mandy's saying we need the numbers. Everyone clapped when Boris told them to. Now we need to clap for us. Yes, that is it in a nutshell. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's what we need to do to show unity, and also to let everyone know we're not happy with what's going on. We're not content with what's happening.
No, and we shouldn't sit here and take it. We are the people, okay? We cannot continue to be conquered and divided. We all bleed the same. We all die the same. We're all born the same.
Mm-hmm.
It can't carry on. It can't. This is our future.
That's what I mean.
You know?
It can't. Like you say, this is not normal at all. But it's about trying to do something about that, and that's what we're attempting. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's too normalised now. It's too normal to put the news on and see that there's another life taken. It's too normal to go into Snapchat and see knives being sold to kids. It's too normal to go onto YouTube and hear aggressive music. It's too normalised. Kids are too desensitized from it, and as adults, we feel like, you know, we've got no voice, but we have got a voice.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We are powerful when we come together.
It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking.
It is. J-Tune Beats saying one hand can't clap. He said. Browning says well done, Crystalla. J-Tune Beats saying respect. Sean says true that. Browning saying I will always be there for my son. He hasn't got his dad. I tried with his dad. He's not bothered.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
And it's so hard. Like what we're all up against. She says as well, I moved from Birmingham so he wouldn't get the gang life. I taught him martial arts from 3. He can fight, but not to be coming out from behind with a machete.
Oh, babe. Oh, do you see what I mean? Like, as a woman who's had to raise her child by herself, okay,
and she's done wonderful
to keep him safe and to help him keep himself safe. And look, it takes one bloody machete. Darling, you can't blame yourself for that. You can't.
Exactly. She's done everything that she possibly could. Like, it's what's going on out there that's wrong. Oh, my God.
It's too much. It's too much.
It is. Yeah. And this is why, you know, doing this at least is showing unity and demanding a change.
I agree with you, and I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. This is a man's world, so where are the men? Where are you?
Mm-hmm. Where are they? Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Because we as women are not being listened to. There's racism, but there's also sexism. And I'm seeing it on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you? Where are you, men? Where are you?
Exactly. Hawa Tamim's Legacy is saying, it's sad that we have to beg for our kids to be safe. And the way the system want to normalise that kids dying is something that we should accept is disgusting and heartbreaking for me. It really is. I just doesn't even just the whole, oh my God. Browning says, I know, hun, but it's so hard. It is. But we have to try all sorts of things, you know, until something works. But let's try this. Let's stand up together. And let's show them
we are
that
a bunch
enough.
of strong women. We're a bunch of strong women, and we're struggling. Do you know what I mean? We know people in the industry that have got bigger voices than us. Where are you lot?
It's true. Zoe
I'm
is
sorry.
saying, yeah. Zoe's saying, never should anyone blame themselves. My son was the same. Brought up in a lovely area, lots of hobbies, went to see his friend and was stabbed by strangers who thought he was someone else. Oh. It's like people are so quick to use knives on, like, it's the first reaction rather than a, you know, fists or.
Because it's too easy, and when you're fear driven, the first thing you're going to do is a dog eat dog world. And this is what kids are up against. Well, if I ain't going to kill him, he's going to kill me. And that's, so it is too easy to pull one out. There's no, you know, it's not like back in the day where you'd, you know, punch each other, get over and done with it and shake hands. It's not that time anymore.
That doesn't
Everyone
happen.
wants blood. Everyone wants to be the winner. Everyone wants to be, you know, and it's all fear driven. How can we change that? How can we change that when we've got adults exploiting kids? How can we change that when we're up against poverty? How can we change that when we've got scared women and scared children? And it's, you know, 95% of the time it's men that's created this situation. I'm sorry, I don't care. I'm too real. I don't care.
But the thing is, it's making us all angry. The whole setup, and that's why we are here. Why we are pushing what we're doing, why we are, you know, doing what we do, because we want to see change. This can't continue, and we are not standing for it. None of us.
No, and it's like it's just got to the point where it's like literally, we're like what was said. It's so sad that we have to beg for kids to be safe. Like we're literally begging people.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It is, yeah. And that doesn't make any sense.
How has it got to this?
I really don't know. It's just a whole new world to me, this whole, all of it. But I know it's not right, and I know we're losing too many children.
I mean, look at all the hassle we tried to get through to find the, you know, to get contacts to speak to the head of the social medias to try and help them to get us on our side. It took months for us to try and sort that out, and we still got nowhere.
Yeah, it's the same everywhere. There's no easy route into, you know, like it's all, I don't know, locked up.
And to everyone, to every man, to every woman, to every child that is actually out here trying to make a difference, I'm so bloody proud of you. It takes so much courage.
This is what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Big up to everyone who, you know, like, because it is a lot. It's a lot to deal with what's going on, and then to stand up and say, like, no, this isn't good enough at all. And it's not. Tamim's legacy, Hal was saying, respect to the lady, Crystalla, who's online with you. She's giving chills and so emotional right now.
Oh, God bless. Mate, do you know what? If I've got to put myself forward to speak the truth and get battered for it, well, at least they're leaving the kids alone, innit? Because I'm sick of it. I see it. If I can't have kids, I've got polycystic ovaries. So, you know, for me to even consider having a child, it's going to take me a lot of emotional you know, experiences to even think of that. But I'm out here trying to save other people's kids. I see their pain day in, day out. I see it. I live it. I breathe it. I shit it. I will never stop. So
You've been doing it a long time as well, haven't you?
I know, and it's just like I just can't understand. I mean, are we that stupid as a society? I'm sorry, forgive me, but are we actually that stupid and ignorant that we're just going to keep letting it go on? Is that really what time it is?
Not from today. We're not. And whoever's not, like, if people can't open their door and make some noise for the devastation and death of children consistently for how many years, then there's something up. So I'm praying that everyone does get involved in this and gets on board, and we get that meeting, because we need law changed now.
We do, and I'll tell you the most important reason why. It's because these kids are losing faith, and once they've lost faith, there's no coming back.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
do they have? They've got no one really fighting this corner. Do you not think deep down inside they go to bed praying every day that they're going to wake up alive tomorrow? Yeah, if they're not walking to school and they're not going to lose their life, they're risking their life every single day just by walking to school.
Yeah.
Wake up!
Yeah,
wake up!
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not even safe going to school, coming home from school, going like for food after school, going to the high street after school. We know this.
School? I wouldn't want to go to school.
No, and the thing is, we have to let our kids go to school, but what's going on out there? It's like, what have they got in place to protect our kids? There's nothing. There's nothing there. But this is what we are going to be implementing once we get to a meeting, get to Boris. This is what we want. We want change.
And do you know what? Another thing, yeah, and I'm sorry, but anyone who's on job seekers, there needs to be some kind of, I don't know, in the interim of looking for a job, they join a charity and help. Like, there's so many things that can be done, but no one wants to do it. Everyone's lazy. No one gives a fuck.
Well, we'll see with this make our noise on the doorstep, because they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to like spend any 5 minutes of noise. So we will see. And if there's people out there that can't be bothered with that, then that is sad.
It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. You have a duty of care to these kids. Every single one of us have a duty of care.
Yeah.
All of us. We are all responsible. Don't palm it off on someone else like me just because I'm doing it. Doesn't make it all right that you're turning a blind eye because I'm doing it. No.
This happens a lot as well, that people presume. I think sometimes they might not even be aware, and they might just think, oh, it's all right. The services are there. The things are there, but in reality, they're not. Or
because we live in a society, I'm sorry, but we live in a society where we want food dropped to our door, we want clothes dropped to our door. If it ain't our problem, we don't care. That's the mentality of adults today. So are you wondering why these kids have the experiences that they're going through? And I'm sorry, but it's true. I understand there's certain people that can't do certain things, and I get that, yeah, but for the ones that can, stop being so lazy.
Exactly.
Be responsible. Be an adult. Be an adult. Accept that you have a duty of care to these kids and to everyone in this country as a society, and stand up for what you believe in and for what is honourable and justified as a race, as a nation, as a country.
1000%. And I'm praying that everybody gets on board, because this is, it's the least of, it's not hard to open your door or window. So let's do this today and every Sunday, 4 o'clock, until we get action. And like I said, please, everyone, check out your MPs as well and get on to them. This has
Exactly.
this.
If you don't know how to do that, just ask. There's people that will know. Go to your local citizens advice.
There's an online thing. You just say, find my MP. That's it.
There you
And then,
go.
yeah, and then it'll give you their email. And then it's worth doing it just to find out if they actually reply. I can't believe mine's never replied.
This is what I'm saying. And if we don't make change with this, think of the other things that we need to tackle, like rent prices. That's the next thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone has
Food,
a right.
poverty, man. Like,
Exactly. Like, it's not acceptable. We're being
no.
exploited by landlords. I mean, and that's one problem that's causing this problem. People can't afford to pay their rent.
No. Sorry. Browning saying, I want to retaliate. I will show them myself. My son wants to get revenge. I nearly went with him, but I talked him down. And that, like, there's, you know, that's not surprising. There's so many, a lot of these things are retaliations.
Yeah, the two main things is retaliation and Snapchat.
Because I posted up recently of a poor boy that was murdered, and that was because of Snapchat. Again, something that happened on there, and then, but this is why, the social media, they have to be made accountable for pushing all this. They could be intervening and saving lives. I mean, we've said this loads, haven't we? Like,
Oh no, we have. Yeah, we really have. And
let's get this off the ground. Let's get this making noise to end knife crime. Let's work together in unity. Let's push this and let's get action. And once we get that, then we get onto what needs to happen and what needs to change. What is it? Like what laws and what we're demanding. I'll read a few more messages as well. Peace and Love Movement say, profit before people always. Brownie says, well done to both of you for this. Love to you all. Bless you, my darling. Adam, big up to you. Islington Healing Network. I know many men that are involved in the movement, many dads too that play an active role in their children's life. We have to remember a mother drove her son to murder a child not too long ago. Yeah, that was an awful case. But there's just so much trauma in our communities, so much hurt, so much pain. It's a lot for all of us. Browning says, Crystalla, I'm with you with this. Anyone comes for you, I'm with you on this. Love you. Love for you. You work with children and see this firsthand. Yeah, you do. You do so much.
Thank you. Anything that we can do for your son, anything that we can do, babes, just let us know.
Anything, man. It's just, it's just so awful. Devastating what's going, like, Peace and Love Movement say stabbing in school in Cumbria. Yep, it's getting more and more frequent in schools, colleges. We've had a recent murder in college. Schools, I've heard of them going in and stabbing a teacher. I've heard of a child doing their exams and they've come in and stabbed him. I'm not sure if that was in Cumbria, if that's another. Our children aren't safe in school, let alone outside. And
well, they're not even safe on public transport. Did you see those two little? I mean, those ones look bigger than those little boys. I was just like, what the hell?
I know. And that's the times kids are out coming back from school, coming back from wherever, and that's what they're like. That is frightening. It's frightening for an adult, let alone kids. It's shocking. Shout out to everyone locked in. I think Crystalla's. You still there, Crystalla? Because I can see the things going round. Oh, she must, I reckon it must be her service. Shout out to Proud and Gifted. Big up to you and everything that you do as well in the community. Shout out to Shakira Kirby as well. Hopefully Crystalla will be back in a second. I know she was out and about. Browning says, thank you, my hun. You hun, my son is 18. The men he fought are over 30 years. Oh my God. It's not right on our children. This is all too much. But it's about the future, and what's happening now is not going to be happening in the future. And it's about working together to do this. Now we have an opportunity to push this initiative. Sundays, 4 o'clock, making as much noise as we can on our doorstep, and shake the government up, shake them up. We are demanding what we are entitled to. This is an emergency. This is our children's lives. We've had enough. They are not safe out there. They're not even safe in schools. And they need to fix up and sort this out. But like I said, bless you all for getting involved, for standing up, speaking out. You able to come back on or not, babe? Christella's saying service cut, but at work. Yeah, she's at work now, so I'm not sure she'll be able to get back on. But big up to my sis, Crystalla. Love you. Thank you, as always, speaking the truth about what's really going on out there. What we're all up against. Like, but it's about not accepting what's going on. About just, yeah, actually doing something and standing up. We've had enough. We're not allowing this to continue. And whoever feels the same, join us. It's about like working together with people who know what's going on out there, how frightening it is, what our children are up against, and protecting our children. Right, now I'm going to lock the live. All right, let's big up Dip Dement. But 4 o'clock today, on our doorsteps, making as much noise as we can. If anyone can get any clips of you making noise, beeping your cars, and we'll put something together. But please get involved. If you're wasn't already planning to, you know, big up to everyone who's pushing this, sharing it, sending you all so much love. All right. Shout out to everyone who's joined us today as well. But yes, back at 4. All right, so please send us your videos, please, and let's do this. Let's do this. This is about our children. All right, sending you all lots and lots of blessings, lots of love. Cristella's saying, got some children to be there for, proud of all of you. Please send your clips, spread the love. Ah, that's wonderful. Bless you. All right, big up to everyone. And this is something that we will, yeah, this is every Sunday from now onwards. Love you. Bless you, Crystalla, as well. Well done. Oh, you can have the kids as well there. Thank you too for everything. All right. Lots of love. All right, let's do this. Make noise. Let's end knife crime. Lots of love, people. Enough love to everyone who's come on today, all right?